cheer on? Thank you so much. I did bring cupcakes. They're in the back, so I don't think I brought enough. So share. Figure it out. Yeah. Happy birthday to me. Anything special going on today? Yeah, thank you. I turned 56, which someone today earlier said I did look mid-40s, so that's what we're going with. Yeah, thank you. I don't know how, I keep young by, eating the cum of Gen Z. It helps me, and I love it around Halloween, because then I could be like, I want to suck your dick. Anyways, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Being 56 is fun. Here's the thing, I did a show recently and a 27-year-old got on stage and she was like, I just turned 27 and I'm tired and my back hurts and my knees hurt. And I'm like, then I got on stage and I'm like, I'm 29 years older than that old woman. I'm like, what? What is wrong with the younger generation? When I was in my 20s, I was more worried about, nothing. I wasn't worried about anything. I was having a great time. I was like, do I go out tonight? Do I not go out tonight? I was working like 2 jobs. I get a half hour sleep and go to work. It was fine. I wasn't tired, And now that I'm 56, I still, I don't like, every now and then I wake up from bed and my ankle is sprained for some strange reason. I don't know why. But I still like function. I don't go, it's the end of the world. You know what I mean? It's just so strange to me. I worry about the younger generation. Like I read a thing in Reddit one time, and this guy was like, I'm turning 30, what's about to happen to my body? I'm like, nothing is gonna happen to your, what are you doing to your body? You know what I mean? Like, I worked at 2 jobs when I was in my 20s. One was a gay bar, and the other one was Disneyland. I worked at the Disneyland Hotel. I was outed at Disneyland, so I wanna say I did the hard work for all the gays coming after me. But I was outed at Disneyland. Yeah, I know. I really didn't do the hard work. Everyone was gay there already. I was just the one now that allowed everyone to talk about it. They're like, oh, we have one. We can talk about it. He's out. He's acknowledged. And then I became the gay beacon, which is why now when I'm at a job, I want to be the only gay. Like, I can't handle it. I don't want all the drama. Like when you get a group of like too many women together, it gets a little backstabby sometimes? Yeah, gays, same. The same, yeah. I don't think it's that way with lesbians or men, but yeah, anyways. That's a whole other topic. I feel like I was talking about something different. Yeah, so in my 20s, I worked at 2 jobs. One job was at a gay bar. I loved working at the gay bar. It was so fun. And I did security, and I was a tiny, little blonde-haired, blue-eyed, 125-pound twink. Which means I had all the power in the world, because twinks somehow carry some sort of power. We don't know why. I didn't know it until much later. Yeah, only sold my body for sex once. Made $100. And if I could go back and tell my younger self something, charge more and do it more often. Yeah. But I had this whole thing where I wanted to be prim and proper, and I didn't want to be like the bar hoe. I was like, I can't do this every weekend. And it was this is way back in the day, when people did their group chats on stones with rocks, chiseling it out. And these guys would all meet at the bar. Those group chat people, RFK, RFP, or whatever, Q, I don't know what it was. And some nerd out there knows, but I don't know. Whatever it was they were chatting on. And I was like, I will do this, but you can't tell anybody else. Like, this is a one-time thing. And the three-way audition that we did together was amazing. But then when we went out to dinner on the birthday for this guy, he told the waiter that I was the president. I'm like, stop. It just got weird. And then I wasn't really attracted to anybody because I'm an older guy and I just told you I like Gen Z cum. So as you can imagine, at 24, I wasn't into, or even 20, I was 20 at the time. I wasn't into like people too old. No, I've never been that way. My dad's only 20 years older than me, so I'm like, if you get close to my dad's age, you're gross. Yeah. And now I have hooked up and dated with people where I'm older than their father. I'm not saying they're gross. I'm saying they've made life choices that are different than mine. And I want to thank all of the fathers my age for being fuck-ups, allowing those 24-year-olds to want to fuck me, or need to, right? They need a hug from the bearded daddy, and I'm like, I'm here for it. But working the front door at the bar was a lot of fun because I got to tell people no. Like people would be like, I want to go in. I know the owner. I'm like, I know him too, and he said no. But then my favorite thing at the end of the night was because the bar used to be an old steakhouse, and so we had like a piano bar, we had a restaurant, and then we had the main bar, which had a bunch of booths in it. So like at 2 a.m, I got to turn on the lights. All these people who were in dark booths making out with somebody. Yeah. And then they'd see who they were making out with. Yeah. And that person would be like, like when you're drunk the other night, pale, and just like, yeah. Poor life choices. And I'd be like, oh, you're ready? I was like 14 switches. I'm like, bam, 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 bam. It was my favorite thing ever. It was my favorite thing ever. And then I would go down to the beach and hang out with my first boyfriend or cruise the beach, contemplate life. Or I would do all those things. I would contemplate life, cruise the beach, hook people up, maybe hook up with somebody. And then I'd go to work a half hour later. And every once was I like, I'm so tired. My knees hurt. You know why my knees hurt? Because I roller skated. Because back then we had to do things outside and our parents left us alone for hours. Yeah, it was like, here's your roller skates and a hose. We'll see you at midnight, right? Or when the street lights come on. Yeah, exactly. So it was tired. It was fun. It was fun. I love to grow again. Which means I'm a Scorpio too. How many Scorpios do we have in the house? I can't be the only one. That's the weirdest fucking thing. Not only is it the weirdest thing, but I love it. Oh my god. Like, I don't know who's more narcissistic, Scorpios or Leos. Yeah. I knew the Leos would be like, I'm here! It's me! Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! I dated a Leo. It was a lot of fun. He was like, we're going to have an open relationship. I'm like, sure, that sounds great. Whatever. Took me a while to get there, but we got there. And then the one time I had sex with somebody, he pricked everything up and threw a fit. And I'm like, dude. Girl turned into Glenn Close. He broke up with me 3 times. I started dating this really cute guy who was becoming a pilot. His name was John. I really like John. I don't know where my life would have been. I'm happy where my life is now. My husband's here, so. Like, if I had been with John, my life would have been ruined right now. My husband hates it when I say like my 20s were my best time. I'm reflecting. I'm like, the last 15 years have been amazing. But 25 was so much fun. I was living in West Hollywood, just having my own time. But yeah, he turned into Glenn Close because then, anyway, I don't know why we broke up 3 times. Don't go back. If you break up with someone, you're done, right? Yeah, I went back 3 fucking times. What was I thinking? Had I not done that though, I wouldn't have moved to West Hollywood and had the best life. Like I would have been living in Anaheim, probably still working at Disneyland, and wouldn't have met my husband. So let's thank him for being a little Glenn Closey. Yeah, right? The journey brought me here. Exactly. Anyways, yeah. So I love being a Scorpio. Scorpios are fun, right? Anyone here date a Scorpio or had sex with a Scorpio? Just huh? Yes, my husband has. Yeah. How have none of you know a Scorpio? This is really weird. Like I run into them everywhere. When you have sex with Scorpio, they're thinking about other things, just so you know. It's like our brain kicks in. It's like, ooh, you touched my dick. I gotta pay the bills. We should feed the cat. Like, what are we doing tomorrow? What's that recipe? How are we doing that? Oh, I'm sucking a dick. I should keep going. Yeah. Speaking of sucking dick, I self-actualized as a gay man sucking dick. This is true. Because it was the 90s. I peaked the same time as AIDS did, because I came out in 1988. So I've been out for 38 years. So that makes me 150 years old in gay years. But again, 46 in straight cis white male years. So we're doing good. But yeah, I was at this sex club and I was sucking a guy off and came and I swallowed it, everything you're supposed to do. And he stood up and looked at the guy behind him and said that guy was good. And I was like, I've reached the top of my Maslow pyramid. Like, I don't know where to go from here. I mean, I kept practicing. You gotta keep your skills up. It's very important. It's very important to keep your skills up. Thank you. I fucking love your laugh. I don't think you guys understand how amazing your laugh is. You'll hear it more later. Go ahead. There it is. At the end is so fucking amazing. I'm glad you always sit in the front. You should always sit right there. And on that note, and her big laugh, I think I'm going to get the show started. Again, make sure you get a cupcake and enjoy yourself and everything. And we'll get, first comedian we have is here. He's at the, let's give it up for you guys first.
Yeah.
And let's clap for me for being here today. And let's clap for my mom, who at 16 thought it'd be a good idea to get pregnant by a 20-year-old and move out of her mom's house. I'll be seeing her next week, and I'll tell her how much you guys love her and enjoy her giving me to the world.